Hello, everybody. I'm Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm trying something new with my lighting. I'm pretty sure I did it absolutely as wrong as possible. So, anyway, that's not what I'm here to do. I don't need to be perfectly lit to talk shit. I'm joking, that just rhymed. It's like my first video back during the new year. I know it's only like the 9th of January, but it feels like, honestly, like a month or more. I mean, I guess kind of a month has passed because I took off on the 25th. I'm back on the 9th. It's been not a whole month, but it's been a while. Years off to running start, super busy, getting things done. I finally finished my certification report for the year 2022. Yeah, it took an entire calendar year for me to finish my 2022 report. Most of you know who've been with me that 2022 was the year that almost ended us. It was like the highest highs and the lowest lows in one year. And I think I feel like I needed to get through 2023 virtually unscathed to understand that we were actually for real okay, and that I could write a report about 2022 without it like sucking me back in. That feels really weird, but like 2022 was such a year of like growth, and it was just this big year of loss, and it was this big year of depression. And then 2023, just everything we laid the groundwork for in 2022 came to fruition in 2023. Looking back, I'm gonna put this in my newsletter for this month, but like looking back on 2023, that was like, I think I can say it safely about a year that's already passed. That was really our year. That was the year that like people started to come to us for business. We didn't have to go out and recruit for clients. It was also the year that I could really see what I had been sowing for 2022 and 2021 and 2020. Like, we got a reputation for being anti-racist and being anti-capitalist and really putting our money where our mouth is in that regard. And people told us, like, we've been looking for you for months. Some people told me, we've been looking for you for years. Like, I know that they say this, and if you are a person without privilege, you think, okay, all right, buddy, calm down. But when you invest in your own specialness, when you invest in your own weirdness, when you invest in the ways that you show up in a world that virtually no one else does, that's when your shit starts to pop off. That's when people really see what you're about. Like, I had been alluding to how much I care about workers and a living wage. I had been alluding to how much it matters to me, how much trans rights matter to me, how much sex worker rights matter to me, how much these things are important. I've been alluding to how I want to dismantle capitalism. And the truth is that I think a lot of us are just out here being like, I, would really like some anti-capitalism. I would really like to tear this motherfucker down because it's harming people. And we're acting like that's not a normal thing to say. I think at this point, we have to look around ourselves and we have to realize that actually being anti-capitalist is the only logical choice in a system where capitalism is so harmful and it's bringing so much hurt to everyone. Being able to say, I'm going to reject that. And that's going to have real consequences in the world, right? Like, I am not going to do this thing, and consequently, this other thing won't happen. But that's because this thing shouldn't happen the way it's happening. We need to reconcile the consequences of our actions, right? We need to reconcile the way we do business, or there will be no business to do. It's not just that we should be a little bit better, right? It's not just that we should try to mitigate harm, of course. But I think where we can just say no and put that tool down and say, this thing is being used to harm people and I'm not going to use it anymore. The places in our lives, and there will be some places that you see where this can happen, and there will be some places that you see where it can't happen, because in order for us to remain housed, fed, taken care of, employed, etc., we have to make certain concessions, because this is a system that's larger than any one of us. But I think there are places where we can just say, like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It's been done like that for many years. That's how I was taught to do it. That's how I'm encouraged to do it. That's how people expect me to do it. And I'm just gonna put that down. And I think that we've been taught and scared into thinking that if we don't play ball in these really specific capitalist ways, that it's gonna have a great harm on us. But I keep seeing people thriving anyway. Because these machines need operators. These sort of economic machines need operators. And if we're not willing to do it, I think it inspires other people, to be like, you know what, me neither. I'm not going to do it either. And also it opens up space for us to do something differently. Sometimes you have to let something fall apart in order to build something new. Obviously nothing essential for life, but there are some things we can just let the fuck go of. All right, that being said, have a walk, have a lunch, have a weekend. Don't work for free. I will see you next week.